Hello everyone who's determined to evolve the power of flight, no matter what biologists say. I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths. And we are back with our Screw It CRAM Canoe, which is just going to be a big flying CRAM canoe that crams things from the sky, because that's what CRAM canoes do. It has been a while since I recorded the actual gameplay footage for this, so I don't remember what I did, which makes it just as exciting for me as it hopefully is for you. So I see past me is using a bunch of heavy armor slopes. The reason I'm using slopes for what is, well, I hope it's clear that this is the AI compartment, or department as I like to call it. We're using slopes to reduce weight because the plan is, and in fact the plan happens in this very video, stay tuned, that this thing flies with like custom propellers, not custom jets. And I went with that simply because I am more comfortable with custom jets. I'm more comfortable with custom propellers than custom jets. I've messed with them a lot more. You don't need to plan ahead as much, and people have pointed out to me that you don't necessarily need to plan ahead with custom jets. Because you can always just compensate with pitch and roll control and all that kind of stuff. Here's the thing though. I prefer to, with the main lift, the upthrust of any flying thing, to have it like nicely over the center of mass so that you don't need that much pitch and roll control to begin with. Because remember the motto from the depths, or one of the mottos anyway, it's not if you get shot and get damaged and systems fail, it's when those systems get shot and damaged and fail. Which is why I prefer to have the center of mass, like, you know, all sorted out, and basically have the upthrust be aligned nicely with the center of mass. And for that, with custom jets, you do need to arrange things so the center of mass is on them. I find that a personal pain in the arse. That's probably just because I haven't practiced enough. And custom propellers are just a lot easier to, like, change your mind later. You don't need to rebuild a lot of stuff. Alright, so that's the AI department. It's a fairly substantial one. We're using rubber. We're using the rubber wedge compartment for this thing, rather than the stone compartment that I am habitually use these days, because this is kind of an endgame craft. It is pretty damn expensive. How much does this thing end up costing? So far, it's around 800,000 materials as of the time I'm recording this post thingy. What do you call this? Post commentary. That's the one. So she's an expensive girl. I anticipate she might creep up to 1 million at some point, because even once this video is finished, she doesn't have all her bells and whistles yet. Man, I hope oh god, no, I think I aligned that wrong. No, I didn't. Did I? Oh no, please. Oh lordy. Oh lordy 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 loo. Lordy 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 loo. I didn't arrange that properly. Border, did you check? Did you freaking check? Oh gods, did you check? Did you freaking check, dude? Did you? Did you really? Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, I think I have to redo those propeller compartments. Or maybe it's just the angle, I don't know. No! I can't tell. Have I done that wrong? I have done that wrong. Please tell me you fixed that past me. No! He's prefabbing the whole bloody thing. Oh well, I guess it doesn't matter. If you're wondering why we have a prop there and ion jets, it is because the idea of this thing, this is not a dedicated spacecraft. The ion jets are just there so that if it flies above its target and ends up in space, which is very much a possibility that can happen, I want it to be able to control itself at least a little bit. That's the idea. This is not space G's, I swear. It's only space G's when fighting, I don't know, something like the Pyre, something that flies high. And frankly, the Pyre deserves a little bit of cheese, a little bit of dairy, to vary the diet of people's hopes and dreams. And yeah, wow, that is good. That's bothering me. I can only imagine how much it's bothering you watching. Oh dear. Thankfully, it's not a difficult fix. Just need to shuffle those around a bit. In fact, I'm going to make a note here. CRAM Canoe to do. Shuffle. Pitch ions around to be more aesthetically pleasing. Because I do things for the aesthetics. If you're wondering what this is, I am really leaning into the whole I do what I want, damn it thing. And we are going with injector engines, at least to start off with. I know that steam is probably a better idea, a more efficient idea, a cheaper idea for something like this. But here's what I don't like about steam. It explodes. It explodes actually quite dramatically, especially a big steam engine. And injector engines have two advantages over a honking big steam engine. Yes, they are expensive. Yes, they're arguably less space efficient, less volume efficient, and less material efficient at a large scale, but here's the thing. They do catch fire, or at least their fuel does, but they do not explode. They don't actually go kablooey and take a whole bunch of stuff with them. And lining that whole compartment with stone should hopefully give a little bit of extra protection for the whole thing like that. And secondly, there's better redundancy. So if you have a big steam engine, if you get a railgun shell straight through, I don't know, the main crankshaft, that's it. Your steam engine is screwed. You get a railgun shell through that injector spam that I just did, you will cripple one engine, but the rest will just keep chugging on. That is the idea anyway. In practice, an APHE round will probably take out the whole thing just the same as a big steam engine. But it won't explode, it'll just catch fire, that's nice. So what we're doing here, figuring out the center of mass as it is right now, which is a little bit premature. This is why I prefer using these custom props, because I can change my mind later. I think I actually do end up shuffling these around a little bit. But for now, we're putting some right as close to, aligned with center of mass as possible. And honestly, in the middle there, I do have room for custom jets, but this is quite a flat build, which is possibly another reason why I do not generally have a super good time with custom jet stuff. Like, there's exception. Well, I should say upthrust custom jets. When making the thing go fast, see the Ice Wind and so many other, like, fast glass cannony planes I've done, like, that's fine, but because my builds tend to be narrow and flat and very long, like, upjets don't do very well for that. Like, even, like, admittedly, this thing is quite narrow, so you might think, like, hey, but it's not going to do super well on the custom props, is it? Well, the advantage of custom props is that, you can see that. That's just 4 of them, and it's, like, managing to, make the thing fly at least a little bit. Not a hell of a lot, though, which is why we're going to have a little bit more. Just a little bit more. It also has the advantage here, I'm hoping at least, that the block clusters up on top of this thing act as distractions away from the CRAM cannons, and vice versa. So, yeah, that is my feeble hope. It might be a feeble hope. It might not be, but yeah. So, do that, and hallelujah! This thing that is like 300 meters of CRAM cannon is actually managing to fly in the air. And now that I've done that, and I'm happy, it's like, okay, this thing can fly. It has the power. We're going to... what are we going to do? We're going to do that. What else are you going to do? Mr. Wise? Mr. Past Wise? I used to be wise. I still am. BorderWise. It's still me! What, you thought I was gone? You thought I was dead? Well, honestly, in this day and age, if someone hijacked my channel and, like, created an AI-generating thing just to generate BorderWise content, actually you'd probably notice immediately. I've done a lot of videos, but I think I have changed enough over the years that it would be kind of a horrible mess. Ye gods, can you imagine someone trying to AI-generate FTD content? It would be so strange. It would be, like, not good. Like, you would tell. Has anyone done that? Has anyone tried to, like, AI farm FTD content? Because, like, man, firstly, they'd be like, I would wonder what their priorities are. Like, mate, are you okay? This is niche as balls. Like, of all the things you could be trying to do. But yeah, it's like, because, fun fact, so this is a little peek behind the corner here. Like, YouTube has this because YouTube, owned by Google, is very much pushing the whole AI, try it, won't you, thing, and a lot of people are just like, no, we never wanted this. Like, please stop shoving it in our face. And then Google's like, I can't hear you over the sound of billionaires wanting a fresh new toy, not to get real talk. But anyway, the point is that there is a function for, like, an inspiration, they call it, which is basically just, it is kind of a neat feature, kind of, in the sense that, like, you know, you can press a button and, like, the resident YouTube AI, whatever they call it, Jim, I guess, like, I don't know, cousin Jim spelt with, like, capital letters and a 1 instead of an I because it's a frickin' robot. Actually, that's what people do. Robots are just called things like Jim. Anyway, Jim the robot will generate a winning video topic for you, complete with thumbnail, because it'll just calculate what people click on. So, I did poke that just to see what happened, and it's like, okay, you don't actually know what you're talking about. From the depths, as it turns out, there's not enough content, and it's not watched enough for the robot to get a good idea, like, what actually is happening. And that is kind of the problem with those things, really, is because, like, they really rely on, like, I don't know, they get more accurate the more people are talking about something, and the more accurate those people are, which is already, like, but that's a tall order already. But yeah, I'm getting off topic. Basically, it, like, gave me a bunch of topics to do, and I was like, bro, like, you do realize that, no. Except I didn't say that to the robot, because the robot was just like, durr. Except I wasn't even like, durr. It was like, beep. You know, what robots do. This went in an unexpected direction, but needless to say, YouTube is a garbage fire, and I'm glad you're sticking it out here with me. At least the garbage fire is warm. Ignore the toxic chemicals. They add flavor. Ah, boy. Please support me on Patreon so I don't have to, like, rely on YouTube ad revenue and a zillion views. Okay then, so what we've got right there is we've got the turny thing. Because this thing needs to not just turn, it needs to pirouette. Basically, it needs to go zoom zoom. And we got that. And perfect. And that over there is me remembering that we just gotta make sure, absolutely sure, that this thing does the thing. Because here's the annoying thing with prefabs. If you prefab, like, turning thrusters and, like, place them using mirror mode, the ones on the mirrored side are just, they're going to be confused. They're going to be set to the wrong one. And so that's pretty good. We've got a combination of ions. We've got a combination of props. Nice and redundant. Refundancy, as the kids call it. It also means that if this thing lands in the water, it will literally just act like a ship and just be like, no worries, mate. Actually, it will be worries because the CRAM cannons will be underwater. That'll be a problem. Excuse me, I've been eating corn chips, and then they escaped. They tried to escape out my mouth hole. Don't you hate it when that happens? When the food escapes out your mouth hole. And there's me clearing that, and plussing that. And I'm really going for the redundancy over everything is heavy armored thing, which is possibly not my best idea, but I do tend to find that works best for long, skinny broadsiders like this. Is just make it so that they don't die so easily. All right. So by the way, in case you're wondering, even after I was done with this, we've still got a way to go with this fella. We have a long way to go. Well, not that way. There's going to be a lot of tweaking and a lot of testing with this thing. Because, remember what this thing's purpose is. This is a bugger it, I want fortresses to die kind of thing. And that's just me remembering, oh, bollocks, I didn't finish that turret well. That's unfortunate for me, isn't it? And there's me. Alright, so more injector engines, because that's a sensible thing to do, isn't it? Nice and sensible. Also, lovely block counters. Really inflating that block count. Really inflating it. Oh, man, the people who love Nope, not going there. Not going there. If you know where I was going, congratulations. You have a bad brain, and you need to go put that bad brain to good use somewhere else. Or here in the comment section, use your bad brain to do good. I don't know how you'd imagine that. I don't know how you'd do that. I can't imagine how you'd do that. There we go. Third attempt, I got the sentence correct. Everyone applaud me right now. Thank you, me. You're welcome, you. Alright, so we got some custom, not custom. Can you imagine custom ion jets? Like, custom jets, but like ion? That would be crazy. It's already a little bit too easy to make spacecraft go really fast. So yeah, I think custom ions might be a bit much. Alright, so what are we doing here? What we're doing is when we're in space, we do need a way for the thing to control its altitude in space. So, also I really love I found out where that particular meme comes from. I have to go to the one place where people can't get me. Spice! That's from Red Alert 3. I never knew, and I was delighted. I never finished the campaign of Red Alert 3. Maybe that's something I should do, I don't know, on my second channel, which, or maybe not. Maybe I'll do it for giggles. Oh yeah, by the way, the second channel, BorderRRR, the 3 R's stand for RPG, RTS, roguelike. It is mostly RPG over there, because, that is the channel where I'm just like, okay, bugger it, we are doing the thing I like. As opposed to this channel, where I never do the thing I like, looking at a giant CRAM Canoe being constructed. Listen, I like to do the things I like, alright? Like, don't we all? Don't we all? Don't answer that. Anyway, well, what was I saying? Anyway, so we're currently working through Sacred 2 Fallen Angel over there. Like, yell very loudly in the comments if you even know what that game is. I'm assuming my German fans might know of that game better than everyone else, because Ascaron, the studio who made that game, were German. They don't exist anymore. Who is it that owns... Like, the Sacred 2 franchise, I think, was just... They got absorbed by a relic. Yeah, which recently did kind of a cash grab in remastering Sacred 2 Fallen Angel. And, yeah, that went down a little bit like a lead balloon, because it didn't do a super good job of remastering it. They, for everything they fixed, they completely failed to fix another thing, and they made certain things worse. So, yeah. Le problème. Le problème. I should be talking about From the Depths, since that's actually what you're here for. Like, what can we talk about here? Well, for one thing, what was it? The, missile breadboard hitting stable. This footage was, like, hopefully this isn't too surprising, recorded before that happened, so, actually, BorderWise, what are you doing? What are you doing? Use your brain. Use your brain. Use your brain. Use your brain. I do remember. Yes! The brain! It was used. It was used! Pusher! Pushy! Pushy! Whee! Alright then, so, wow, I zoned out for a second. It is hot here. We are in the thick of summer. I'm not going to, I am not going to accidentally say that I'm recording this still in 2025, because that would be silly. That would mean that this is old and not relevant anymore. It means I can't... It means it'll give away why I'm not talking about anything relevant right now, so I won't say that. I said it, didn't I? Okay. Alright, so listen. It'll be our little secret. Just you and me and whoever else is watching this. Like, it'll be our plural little secret that I'm recording this in 2025, and you'll only be seeing it probably after a bunch of other stuff in 2026, because I have priorities, damn it. I have content to make. We got real content to make, as opposed to this fake content, I guess? What would that even... What would... Alright, so apart from AI-generated stuff, what would fake From the Depths content even be? What would it be? I guess, like, maybe if you just steal other people's footage or something, but why would you? Like, the community is so small, like, people would notice immediately. Like, instantly they would notice. There is that problem, like, it's sad, though, because, there is, like, the From the Depths community is generally wonderful. There is, unfortunately, it has its toxic members like everyone else. And so there's two things that bummed me out in recent days. Not just me, but for one thing, if you... Like, there are people who will downvote, like, instantly downvote workshop items just so their own items get more attention. We have confirmed that because I've got multiple patrons who put stuff up on the workshop and it gets downvoted, like, immediately. Presumably by sad people who are just envious that, like, they do beautiful things and positive things, and it just, well, it's just very sad. The other thing is that people keep accidentally pirating stuff. So, particularly custom campaigns, there's a thing, and I don't know how you do this by accident, but apparently it's a thing, of, like, you try and download a custom campaign, but you end up, like, uploading it again by accident. I can't fathom how that happens. Somehow I doubt it actually happens. It's like... Yeah, I don't know. That was a thing. I think I made a video on that, actually. Like, and I think some of that is actually, like, genuine. Like, they'd re-upload the thing for, like, I don't know, they're very sad and want the internet points or something. But yeah, that's a sad thing to talk about, and we don't do sad around here, except when we do. These are the funkiest little wings / propeller things that I've ever done in my life. So that's me checking there, checking there, checking there. And also, I once again experienced with, like, what's it called again? That thing. Bugger. It's in my mind. It's like differential thrust, I think it is, to help something turn better. Oh, lordy. It goes zoom. And it goes zoom fairly well. Fairly well it does. Whee! This is definitely this is a very airshipy airship. Like, really airshipy airship. And I don't remember why I did that. So here's the thing. I am going to breadboard the hell out of all the propulsion. Because it is easier now than ever to do that. Just gotta name them all correctly is the thing. So, and if you might be wondering why I put ion thrusters facing forward, I'm actually planning for this thing to have hover AI, because in space that is actually kind of useful. This thing isn't a plane; it's an airship. I guess airship / thrustercraft, which means that once it's up in like, you know, a zero drag environment, it's going to need to be able to maneuver as well as possible. And this is me trying to figure out where the hell that thing... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where I put? Where I put? Where do I put? Where do I put? I put there. And then this is like... I don't know what I was doing. Were you picking your nose, BorderWise? What are you doing? So the thing goes zoom, and that's very nice. And this is just me testing, like, how much power the thing needs. So I'm just setting that to 100, because remember, the ions don't need to be full power. They just need to let the thing move when it's out of the atmosphere. And that's it. Is this efficient? I don't know. This thing could... If this thing is efficient, it's only going to be efficient by accident, which generally my builds are. Like, I was shocked back when I made the Icewind. It's like, that thing has big custom jets, but somehow is, like, pretty damn material efficient. Like, all kinds of things were running out of materials long before that thing was. Thing. How many times can I say thing? Anyway, here's an ammo compartment, probably. Yeah. See, one of my problems, and this has been pointed out to me, is that I really like building with alloy and wood. And the problem is, I also like building long, skinny things. And if you make your craft skinny, you have less volume for armor. And if you have less volume for armor, you really should not be building with wood and alloy. You really should be, like, you know, using metal, using heavy armor, especially. Because that is volume-efficient armor. Problem is, that makes things heavy. And I don't like things to be heavy. I like to make things fly with custom props. And you can't have it be too heavy if you do that. Okay, yeah. Good. Well, that is why we're using a lot of, what do you call it? We're using a lot of slopes. Because even heavy armor beams are significantly stronger than, say, well, heavy armor beam slopes, I should say, significantly stronger than, say, a metal beam. And when you account for kinetic damage resistance as well, it's pretty sweet. I am almost certainly going to have to replace some of those smaller crams with something else. Seawers, probably. Just little Sebo guns that can, you know, do terrible things to do things. You know, things. The thing, and the thing-a-thing. Like, looking at this now, I like where this is going. This is a very much a... I don't know, this isn't my standard canoe, I guess. At least not anymore. What the hell is my standard canoe? Standard build canoe type thing. Also, I just forgot what this thing's hull is shaped like, and I need to go double check. I think it's the long kind of hull, with like lots of beams, lots of delicious beams. Yum yum. All right, so we just tried to prefab that ammo compartment and failed miserably. So no worries, no worries at all. Okay, and that's me being like, you know what would be a good idea if we just do that, just do one block at a time. I suspect that might be handy for like building quicker in front of the depths. Is this if you have like a pattern of blocks, do it all with the one block and then switch to the other block. If you keep switching back and forth, you're gonna waste time and be late for lunch. And who wants that? That would be terrible. Also, that reminds me, how's everyone's new year going? Like, I'm definitely not recording this in the previous year, so I definitely know how my new year has gone. It probably involved a lot of preparation, content-wise, for the new year. And I'm going to say it right now, that's going to go well. I'm going to use positive reinforcement on myself. I mean, it already happened, so this is, like, past positive reinforcement. Yep, nope. I recorded this 5 minutes before you started watching it. Like, that makes absolute sense. This video is half an hour long. I started recording it 5 minutes before you watched it. I live in New Zealand. I am a time wizard. I am 12 to 13 hours ahead of everyone else in time zones. Therefore, bow to my will and like, comment, and subscribe. Them's the rules. I didn't make the rules. The Ultimate Council of Time Wizards, also known as Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight, you get a gold star if you get what I was referencing there. They're the ones who decide the Time Lord rules, and they say you should like, comment, and subscribe because me rambling over a CRAM Canoe being built, that's talk to your content right there. It is the best use of time. You in fact get time back. You're getting younger watching this video. Did you know? Like, it might not feel like it, but you totally are. You are absolutely I'm getting younger recording this video. I can feel my hairs being sucked back into my skin, and it feels weird but nice. So, no worries. No worries. You have nothing to fear. Okay, this took a weird turn. This took a strange turn. No one panic. You're doing very well. Video's almost over. Right, so we got here's our problem though. We can't really use breadboard for the PID because this thing, well, you can. I probably owe it to myself, if nothing else, to try and bread this so it functions smarter than what AI usually does. Also, funny thing, I forgot the roll things. The roll propulsion. The roll propulsion. Roll propulsion. Roll propulsion. Can you believe it? Can you believe the life after love? Alright, and I'm going to make a nice crosshatch pattern here because I can. Bloody hell, Border. Have some ion jets. Deacons, what are you doing? Mate, calm down. Okay, now I see what you're doing. Oh, we're lining up with center of mass. Got it. Got it. Unfortunately, well, it's probably a fortunate thing, honestly, that just the copy to all thing doesn't work between ions and that. So we're going with the other thing right here. Lots of copy and paste, lots of copy and paste. Here's me using all that. Honestly, I could have, yeah, I didn't have room to stick props in there, did I? Ooh. Oh. This thing was actually handling, like, roll pretty well, all things considered. Even without roll props, so that's pretty nice. So the thing goes zoom, zoom, zoom. And this is definitely the airship of all time. And for those of you worried about superstructure, do not worry. It will have it. It will have damn fine superstructure. The finest superstructure you ever done did see. It will have it. It does occur to me. Oh wait. I need where me pen go? I need redundant, upward, downward, pitch ions. That is important. And superstructure. Don't worry, it is going to be. Oh, the superstructure is going to be sweet. I've been practicing. I'm saying that I've been practicing the kind of superstructure that I like. You may or may not like it. And this is me remembering to actually put something. Really, what I wanted to do in this building session was get it flying, get it moving, get it shooting. So there's CRAM control, just for the main AI right there, and this is me. By the way, you can get the thing bouncing just by cranking the gain on the PID up way high, and this thing is currently bouncing. Oh, I did put a friggin' AI at the breadboard in there, didn't I? Whoopsie daisy. Wait, did I? Really? Why did I do that? Oh no, that's the CRAM control AI. Should be good, should be good. Alright, so of course, first thing we need to test is the Marauder. Is she going to shoot? And this is me. Yep, nice delay. Flying in the right direction, and Marauder is annihilated. First combat test successful. Taking on the superior combat. I like those wings, actually. That is unique. The thing kind of looks lizardy. Also, I am open for names for this thing, by the way. And I didn't show it. I did that because I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist the CRAM Canoe. I actually tested this against, what was it, the Buccaneer after this, and definitely need to put on my to-do list here, breadboard thrust vectoring, because it badly needs that. She's a big fast girl, she goes zoom zoom, and it's important that she zoom zooms correctly. That is the technical language, there will be no questions, but ask them anyway in the comment section. So, I hope you are having a spiffy New Year so far. I've probably said that already in the videos I've uploaded before this. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm guessing I probably did. Like, you know, I recorded this 5 minutes ago. Yes, that's right. This was a live stream the whole time. Haha! Thanks for the Twitch bits or something. This is silly. I'm going to leave. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon or YouTube membership if you like. It really helps. Seriously, like the YouTube algorithm has a mind of its own. Or rather, it has no mind of its own. The support really helps. And there's fun perks in it for you. For membership, you get the occasional behind-the-scenes screenshot that only you can see. So you can go like, heh heh heh, I can see that. On the Patreon, you get access to a Patreon-exclusive Discord. I will review your craft at the second highest tier. At the highest tier, I'll even build craft for you, or draw for you, whichever you prefer. It's a cool hangout in there. It's good people. What else? Do check out my second channel, BorderRRR, and do check out my Twitch because I do From the Depths and art and other video games. I'm a busy beaver, and my purpose is to entertain you and help you find joy in this big, beautiful world that is sometimes poopy. But I smell of roses or something. I don't know. I'm gonna leave now. I've just made this weird. Like, you know, this would be the point where I leave the bar before someone beats me up. Anyway, have a wonderful 2026, or else you won't, and I will see you next time in From the Depths. Farewell!